I know it is customary for an elder to give fledglings an introduction into the world of the kindred. Unfortunately, you'll have to make do with me. You know me already. I'm Justice. It's not my real name, but I'm not sure that's important to anyone anymore. It certainly isn't for me. Mahmoud, my sire, gave me the nickname. At first just to mock me, then to keep me on the path, as he used to say. Eventually I embraced it. It's what drives me, and it's only natural that I identify with it completely. I, like you, am a child of Hakim. Our services were called for at times by the New York Kindred Lords, but mostly we followed our own agenda. We killed for the greater good, and we kept to ourselves among the ancient texts and relics he had found over the centuries. And then he was killed, and one of his most prized relics was stolen. I inquired among the Camarilla, but no one offered any help. Too busy playing their own power games. That's when he contacted me. Said someone in the Hecata was behind it. That if I wanted justice, I should go to Venice.
Your local leaders, they're afraid to stir the pot. Maybe something unseemly floats to the surface. It's all politics, of course. Why commit to something today that might bite you in the ass tomorrow?
Venice, Italy. There was a Nosferatu waiting for me there. The low ground. Someone that could help me. But Kaiser said he did have an agenda of his own. There was no love between me and my sire. Every sunrise I cursed him for the life he gave me, but he was right about one thing. The guilty must be punished. I knew that someone had to pay, and a Nosferatu named Pietro would lead me toward them.
Maybe you can find a
Have
way
you
to
ever
help
wanted
each
to
other.
play a vampire and be part of a legend in the making like Twilight or Dracula, and develop a bloodthirsty nightcrawler beast of a character that's a perennial favorite with nocturnal monster fins? Let's get you prepared to step into the cold feet of a vamp one day. Bella Swan has always been a little bit different. Never one to run with the crowd, Bella never cared about fitting in with the trendy girls at her Phoenix, Arizona high school. When her mother remarries and Bella chooses to live with her father in the rainy little town of Forks, Washington, she doesn't expect much of anything to change. But things do change when she meets the mysterious and dazzlingly beautiful Edward Cullen. For Edward is nothing like any boy she's ever met. He's nothing like anyone she's ever met, period. He's intelligent and witty, and he seems to see straight into her soul. In no time at all, they are swept up in a passionate and decidedly unorthodox romance. Unorthodox because Edward really isn't like the other boys. He can run faster than a mountain lion. He can stop a moving car with his bare hands. Oh, and he hasn't aged since 1918. Like all vampires, he's immortal. That's right, vampire. But he doesn't have fangs, that's just in the movies. And he doesn't drink human blood, though Edward and his family are unique among vampires in that lifestyle choice. To Edward, Bella is that thing he has waited 90 years for, a soulmate. But the closer they get, the more Edward must struggle to resist the primal pull of her scent, which could send him into an uncontrollable frenzy. Somehow or other, they will have to manage their unmanageable love. But when unexpected visitors come to town and realize that there is a human among them, Edward must fight to save Bella. A modern, visual, and visceral Romeo and Juliet story of the ultimate forbidden love affair, between vampire and mortal. This teaches us about self-regulation and prudence, and show us how God can make a way out escape and provide an alternative to any insatiable hunger that might cause you to feed on sin. There's a game out, and I don't know if you've played it or not, but it allows you to practice gaining the character's strengths of self-regulation and prudence by drinking the blood of rats instead of humans. That game is called Justice, Vampire the Masquerade.